Okay, everybody, here we go. Thank you for joining me today. This is the reading for Wednesday, November 20th. I apologize to those of you that I could not go live today. This one did have to be pre-recorded, but hopefully I will be back live on Thursday. There's so much junk going around my house. I'm praying I don't get it. So anyways, so that I can take care of everybody, we're going to go ahead and do this now. So I'm going to do my sage. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. The energies are crazy. So one thing that we really haven't talked about is that we are in Mercury retrograde, right? So anytime Mercury's in retrograde, things are crazy. Energy's crazy, everything's crazy. So that's always going to cause you to have heightened emotions, that type of thing too. So just know that that's very normal. Do you guys ever have days where like you forget your rings or certain jewelry and you just feel naked? That's how I feel today. I have my one on, but I feel like I'm missing part of me. Missing all my rings. Okay. So we're going to go through and see what the energy holds for us today and what our guides need us to know. So the important thing to know about the moon energy for Wednesday the 20th is that this is still going to be very important for removing obstacles in your life. That goes for career, relationship, anything that's holding you back. Definitely obstacles is the word I get as far as that goes. So we want to remove those obstacles. We want to make sure that we're putting an effort forth to help remove those as well, right? And the other thing is removing yourself from an unhealthy situation. And I know that that's something that we've talked about over the last week. And that's been a lot of energy that's brought up. So we're still very much in the moon phase of helping to remove negative energy, helping to remove obstacles, and helping to bring us to this point where we're meant to be, right? So that's really important. Okay. Also, another thing that goes along with that is forgiving yourself for being in a situation to which you have to remove yourself from. And that's really important. So listen to that again. Forgive yourself for being in a situation in which you have to remove yourself from. That's a really strong and important statement. And for whoever needed to hear that today, that's for you. And you know who you are. That comes through very loudly and clearly. And I feel like that's one thing we need to talk about today is feeling guilty and feeling heavy for situations we go through that we don't have any control over. Okay, so for instance, being in a situation where you're like, let's say this had to do with a relationship, which this can do with career, friendship, anything. Let's say it had to be within a relationship, and you feel like you being in this relationship not only affected you and your family or your children or whatever it may be, and you're holding on to all this guilt of you making that decision. But you have to remember that everything we go through in life, whether it's relationships, career, whether they're really good relationships and they end and you don't understand it, or whether they're really bad relationships and they end and you feel guilty for being in it, that happened for a reason. Okay, what did you learn from this? If it was something bad, maybe you learned that you will never be treated that way again, that you will never put up with those actions again. If it was what you thought was an amazing relationship and something that you didn't understand why it ended, know that happened because it taught you what you want out of a relationship. Okay, so maybe that wasn't the right person that you were with, but now you know what you want and what you want to strive for. So everything bad or good happens for a reason, because it's teaching us lessons and it's teaching us what we want out of our life and out of relationships, whether it's friendships, career, love, anything like that. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. And for whatever reason, somebody needed to hear that today. Whether you're catching this on the replay or a month from now, they needed to hear that, and it's okay. You're meant to hear it for a reason. All right, let's see what our angels and guides want us to know. I just want to thank you guys all for joining me again today. I am on here daily. If for some reason I can't be, I definitely will have something recorded and posted if I happen to be out of town filming for our Amazon Prime series. So definitely make sure to subscribe, and I appreciate all your love, your subscribe, your likes, and your shares. And we'll be excited to give away those free readings once we get to 1,000. So here we go. What do our angels and guides want us to know today for a general energy reading for Wednesday, November 20th, 2019? What do our angels and guides want us to know today for a general energy reading for Wednesday, November 20th, 2019? We got one here that's really wanting to jump out, so we're going to go ahead and take him. Interesting. All right. So we got direction and footprint. So that really goes with what we're saying right now, right? About where we're going, about where we're headed, whether it was a good situation or a bad one, not focusing on what's behind us, but what's ahead of us, right? So that's a really cool message to get. Let's go ahead and get another card and see what else they say. What else do we need to know for our general energy for Wednesday, November 20th, 2019? You guys will get to know this about me. I get tongue-tied a lot, so I'm sorry. It just happens. There's someone specific here too, very much that is not speaking their truth, that is holding back their feelings as far as the situation, or afraid to confront someone about the situation. I'm very much getting my throat closed off right now, almost feeling like I'm choked up. So whoever that is, your guides want you to speak your truth. They want you to stand up for yourself. Okay, so you know who you are. It's crazy. It's something that's needed to come out for a long time. One thing I was going to say before we talk about this next card is that the moon did move into Virgo, and we didn't talk about this when I was talking about moon energies. So the moon moving into Virgo very much has to do with the digestive system. Okay, so this is going to affect intestines, all that fun stuff going on down there. So you may be having more digestive issues. You may have more intestinal issues. This is going to last probably for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So make sure you're getting enough fiber in your diet. Also make sure like probiotics, that type of stuff. So that'll help keep like inflammation down that you may be having, or just kind of like irritated stomach in general. But the good news is it's moved out of our back, spine, body issues like that. So that's good. All right. So the second card that we pulled is for good luck. So this is a really good thing. This has a lot to do, for those of you that watched the wealth video yesterday for the 19th, we saw that it was coming, right? So we are surrounded by it. It just hasn't quite made it into our hands yet. So it's on the horizon. We can see it coming. So this is just going to reassure us that whatever we move to, whatever direction we're headed towards, once you step out of a situation, right, and you move forward and you're moving into a better situation or something that's better for yourself, as far as making good life choices or making choices that will benefit you, you're going to have good luck and you're going to have abundance out of it. So that's very reassuring and good to know. We're going to go ahead and pull one of my tarot cards. I have a lot of moon decks. I think they're amazing. I'm just drawn to moon energy. You guys will hear me talk about moon energy every day. That was really weird. Lights went dim. I don't know if anyone, but you'll hear me talk about the moon's energy and where it's positioned and what type of moon we're in. That's because it all affects us and our energy and how our days go, along with everything in our personal life. So sometimes it just helps you to understand, like, oh my gosh, that's why I'm so emotional this week. And we're going to be extra emotional anyways, just because we're letting go of stuff that no longer serves us, or we're going to be emotional because we're stepping away from a situation that we've needed to for a long time. So just kind of keep that in mind, that it's okay to feel that way and you're not the only one, okay? All right, so what do we need to know for today, Wednesday the 20th, 2019? There's one that's popping out here. We'll take that guy. Ooh, okay. That's awesome. We got the 10 of Cups in reverse. All right. So this is a really good thing. So here's the 10 of Cups, and this is a celebration. So this is honestly one of the best cards in the tarot deck. There's a lot that are my favorite. When it comes to energy, when it comes to mood, when it comes to needing answers, this is a very good one. So this tells you the same thing. The good things are coming. You're going to have a reason to celebrate here, okay? For some of you, this may mean getting pregnant after trying for a very long time. For some of you, this is a proposal or a wedding. For some of you, this is just having a reason to celebrate. So a promotion, opening a new business, finally getting over a hump that you've been waiting for. So the 10 of Cups is always a reason to celebrate. So think of it that way. When this was pulled, it was in the reverse position. So that means that it's not happening right now, right this second, but it's happening. So have a little bit more patience. All of our favorite words. It's coming. It's just going to be a little bit yet, okay? Because we're working on it, right? We're putting our footprint down. We're manifesting what we want or where we're going. Some of you are still trying to figure out where you're going. So that's what's really important to remember. The celebration is coming. It's just not celebrating currently, okay? So that's a really good card. I like that one. So now we're going to pull from the moon deck and see what they have to say with us about this. Isn't this, like, by the way, the most beautiful Buddha tapestry behind me? My husband got me that and I love it. Some of you probably noticed it's changed behind me, so I love it. All right, what do we need to know as far as our emotions, feelings, context for Wednesday the 20th, 2019 of November? We should probably add in what month it is, right? What do we need to know? Here it is. Sucker popped out right there. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. That's amazing. This is really good as far as going along with a reason to celebrate, going along with finding your direction, okay, and having the good luck behind it. So this is a really good spread today. It's not telling us like, hey, you're going to have a lot of conflict. It's telling us that you're not there right now, but you're moving in the right direction. A fiery climax approaching, that's going to be something that's like turns around all of a sudden. Like, whoa, okay, that came out of nowhere. Where'd that job offer come from? Or where did this person come from that has like all these connections? So this could mean anything, but it means that something big is changing. All right, there's going to be a big change or big decision coming. I feel like that one is very connected to not only emotion, but also for some of you, it's going to have to do with work. So that emotion could come with the change with career, but sometimes that emotion comes with the change that you're making in your life. You're finally getting closer to that big decision, okay? The last one we'll do here is any information from our angels and guides. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and give that another shuffle because I didn't do it earlier. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. Some of you are going to be a little more tired today, a little more worn out. That's okay. Sometimes it's good to have a day to just like rest and recuperate, especially with all the junk that's going around. I know I definitely today have not felt great myself, so I'm just hoping I didn't catch what everyone else has. All right. Check on me tomorrow. Okay, here we go. So what do our angels and guides want us to know for Wednesday the 20th, 2019? 20th of November. Let's see. There's one. He's jumping right there, and we're going to take this one too because it jumped out of my hands, and I take the jumpers. That means like, hey, pay attention to this. That's how I think of the jumpers. Okay, so leap of faith. This is interesting. So this is the one that popped out first, and this is telling you to take a risk. What did we just talk about the whole time? Making yourself uncomfortable, taking yourself out of your comfort zone and making a decision that you need to make, right? Okay, so that's really cool. More affirmation. It says, take a risk, put your heart's true desire into action. So what do you want? What do you want out of your career? What do you want out of your relationship? So that's awesome. The other one that flopped out at me says, easy does it. So this is interesting. It says there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything occurs with perfect timing. Patience. It's what I don't have. It's what most of you don't have. So this is telling us, so here it goes. You guys are sitting here going, this is a great reading, and you're telling me like all this wonderful stuff that's going to happen, but nobody can tell me when it's going to happen. That's because we're not meant to know right now that this is all coming to us in their timing, okay? So we can't always be like, of course, if we could be like, I need this to happen tomorrow, that would be great. I need this to happen yesterday. That would be wonderful, but we can't always choose when it's going to happen. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks. Sometimes it takes a couple months for everything to come together. So know that it's coming, and that we've had a wonderful reading as far as energy and everything that's going on. So I would say that would be a very positive thing. Remember to keep negative energy away, especially those of you that are dealing with removing yourself from a situation. Black candles are great from that. Intention is everything. Okay, you're not looking to put out negative energy out there. That's not the point of lighting the candles. The point is to remove the negative energy from your space. Okay, it's almost like taking your bubble and having it all the way around you. And I've talked to a lot of my clients about this. So nothing can penetrate your aura or your energy field. That's what these candles do. You don't want to send out negative energy to other people. You don't want to put bad karma out there. All you're looking to do is block your energy field, your space, your home, your children, your husband, or whoever it may be, okay? So that's what you're doing when you're lighting these candles. So black candles are going to be really good for that as far as keeping your space clear. Another thing in would be black tourmaline, black onyx helps keep negative energy away. If you have people at work that are just energy vampires, they suck the life out of you, and you're just like, oh, every time this person walks up, I can't stand it. It's their energy you're feeling, okay? So putting something like that on your desk would be great, whether it's black tourmaline. You can do chunks of black tourmaline like this. This one actually, I love these. This has opalite in it. So you can do black tourmaline. You can do the rainbow onyx. The rainbow black onyx sphere, same thing. So those will all be officially on my website, hopefully by sometime tonight. If not, you can message me and I can send you an invoice if you want to get one of those. And as far as pricing, I have all kind of different prices. The spheres are $25 plus tax and shipping, but we can work together. I definitely even have chunks of the black tourmaline without the opalite for $4. So there's some really reasonable stuff if you're interested about crystals and kind of helping with your energy field. Saging too, but not all of us can, light up and sage at work either. So it kind of depends on your space in your area. All right, guys, I am going to hop off here for today. I send you all so much love and light, and I hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and we will talk to you soon. See ya.